Bystander. Bystander, onlooker. You with your so-called high moral caliber. Who are you exactly if you do not stand for the rights of every other? You may be the majority, but that does not mean it's protections you deserve. That doesn't mean your only obligation is for your own rights to preserve. Who are you? Maybe you live in your comfortable bubble. Acquisitions and property and hard-earned degrees, all signs of status that you're a worthy citizen. Or for what? Who are you trying to appease? You may have good friends, well-spoken children with good educations. You tick boxes. You are worthy, you say. However, you ignore acts of genocide, racial intolerance, and put it down as someone else's responsibility to act into a field of mysterious grey. You say you're a good person. You wouldn't do that, you say. You're not racist, you say. Well, I say your views are worthless unless you put them into action. Your so-called morality, respectful conduct, clean criminal record, and religious virtues you cling onto are simply a mask, enhancing your enduring self-preserving perceptual attraction. You're not the perpetrator, you say. Well, that may be so, but what you may not know is that your measure of social worth is a delusion. Are you so ignorant to think genocides are an illusion? Your silence is a curse that helps every innocent person's life be one to decimate. By turning a blind eye, you think you're not participating in racial hate, the hate which justifies the death of a whole group of people to annihilate. Silence is a deadly disease. A disease which spreads and has let millions of persecuted die. The disease of the bystander that allowed 6 million Jews to die. The same disease from turning a blind eye. Would you stand by and watch your own children be tormented, be ridiculed, have their rights stolen, their lives taken, their dignity violated, their family torn apart and fragmented? We are all made up of the same substance, however your denial, and with each act of silence you allow others to feel hated. You allow the perpetrator permission to continue having the rights of others desecrated. History is being repeated over and over again. Even with the protections set up by the UN, it just keeps happening over and over again. I was 12 years old as the world watched on while genocide occurred in Rwanda. The lives not worthy enough for international intervention. This is an atrocity that you do not ponder. Today, right now, we have anti-Semitism on the rise, indigenous land being threatened to be seized right under our nose, being propelled by propaganda and governments with such ferocity. Yet you stand by and ignore the rights being taken by the minority. Your silence of the minority, your silence is an atrocity. The history you just ignore whilst the seeds are constantly being sown for the rights of minorities to deplore once more. Only the oppressor is helped by neutrality, and only you can make a choice to take action against the brutality.